Predator Badlands. Here we go.
I didn't think you survived. You're hunting something that can't be killed.
So, is it a coming of age story for a young predator earning his stripes?
Yeah, I mean that's what I've heard. His whole head just seems off, right? Like it doesn't. I don't know what's up with Trachtenberg. He's also doing that 3-part
Killer of Killers
animated as well. Yeah, and he makes the predators like just look off. Obviously, this is CGI. And this is the first time they're not going to use practical effects on the predator's head.
Oh, is
But,
it?
like,
Okay.
Yeah, his face doesn't look that bad. I mean, other than the design. But the dreadlocks definitely look off. Maybe it's just me. I definitely like that he's taking a different approach, different storyline. It looks like that there's a predator / Noel. Yeah, that guy looks. Yeah. He kind of looks like Noel from the Spider-Verse, right?
Yeah.
The symbiote guy.
Noel the Conqueror.
Yeah, so it looks like a cross between that and like a predator. So curious to see what his face looks like.
Now, it looks like they're giving them plasma weapons. They're like swords with heated edges, some sort of plasma edge.
Yeah. Guess? Yeah.
And then we got humans involved to a degree, or maybe she's a...
some sort of android. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, synthetics weren't a part of this world like they were in Aliens, right? Those were not a crossover thing.
Correct, but again, all of the predators that we saw have always been kind of like modern day, right? And Aliens is set in the future, other than Alien vs. Predator. Well, other than the AVPs, all the Alien movies are always like well into the future, which is why they have space travel and synthetics. I don't know.
Yeah.
Looks like a different planet. Looks like these are all like humanoids. So yeah, definitely set into the future. If you go back to all the skulls in the beginning that's mounted on his wall, that's an interesting, right?
Yeah.
All these different aliens.
T-Rex, alien. It almost gives that vibe of Predator 2 when he gets to the ship. And then, when he picks up the mask and it's draining out the sand.
Yeah, no, this is definitely an homage to Predator 2. I find it interesting, kind of cool that they don't have a xenomorph skull in it. Because if they are going to bring back AVP, at least give it a little while before they do that crossover and do it like cool. Because I did see Trede Alvarez who was saying like, if he has a crossover, he wouldn't say it. It's just like towards the like maybe the last part of the movie, maybe a predator pops out at one point. He wouldn't give it away, which I very. Production company would never let him do that because that's a huge selling point. So like, okay, why are we going to keep this huge selling point a secret? But that would be awesome. That would be a very cool introduction.
Yeah, he said that after they were asking him about his thoughts of taking on something after Romulus.
I think one thing that's a little bit interesting with trying to explore characters like Predators, I almost feel like they lose a little bit of their mystique, though, from their original movies when you learn too much about them, when you explore them too much. Part of like what made the Predators so kind of interesting is cool is you didn't know anything about him. You didn't know anything about his technology, his backstory, his planet. And I don't know for me if going into the storyline of seeing a youth, does the Predator lose a bit of its mystique because of that? Like instead of being the big bad of the movie, he's now the main character of the movie, right? So it kind of shifts perspectives a lot. And so I don't know if you guys ever saw the TV show, any of the Stargate TV shows, specifically Stargate Atlantis.
Yes, I did.
In the first season, the bad guys were really cool and mysterious and they looked different. You're like, oh, who are these guys? But then as the seasons went on, you learned more about them and their culture, and they almost kind of became just another faction. And you had the humans, you had these guys, and they lost that element of like, I don't know, foreboding, kind of like, this is that bad guy we have to kind of be scared of element. I'm probably using very poor word choices here.
No.
No, that makes sense.
I definitely understand what you're saying, and I could certainly see that. I mean, the big thing until clearly this movie that every Predator movie followed was you don't see the Predator's face until the very end, until it has killed everything else off and's pitted up against like the main character, right?
Yeah.
But with this, yeah, you're seeing the face like from the very beginning. I understand why, because the Predator is the main protagonist. You kind of need to feel for him, right? So probably can't be in a mask a whole time. And they're trying to make him look clearly smaller. He does look younger, like, I don't know what they would call him, like a probie or like a recruit or whatever. I can't remember what the Yautjas, I think it's like before they're blooded, but I don't know if they're like a youngling or something, if it's like Star Wars, if it's like youngling blooded and then it goes up like that. Even the pigment is different, right? It's like a reddish brown. I'm trying to think of if any of the other Predators we've seen so far have actually had that hue. I definitely understand what he's trying to go for. He's trying to expand the universe, trying to expand the species, right, to make them look all different, because the one in Prey looks significantly different than any other Predator. And then even Robert Rodriguez in Predators, made those, I think they were called the Bad Bloods, the three evil Predators look different as well. So they're always looking to change them up a bit.
I'm going to go on the other side of it. I mean, if you think about it also, we had really low expectations of Prey and was, pleasantly surprised with the outcome. I do get what Seth's saying as far as, it kind of takes away some of the mystery. It's not going to be as scary or, what's going to happen type thing.
But, I wonder if that is why he's going with that white-haired, like really big Predator, right? Kind of looks like he's going to be the big bad. He's clearly killing another Predator in this scene right here.
Right.
He's still masked. So I bet what they're trying to do is like, this is going to be the big bad hunting him, maybe not through the whole thing, but like towards the end. And maybe you only see this one's face, like right at the end for like the last fight, So yeah, I mean, his design is certainly interesting and ominous. He could be a cool character.
No, he does. He does look really cool, and I love the white dreads. I don't know if that's probably the first time we've seen that, right?
In Predator 2, after Danny Glover kills the city predator, one of the elders comes out, and I think he has white dreads.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I didn't remember that.
There's a whole bunch of different like design predators in that scene. I've never seen a predator design like that. And then like his helmet, right? His helmet has like horns coming out. Like almost like antler type.
I don't think we. Oh wait, here we go.
Yeah, right there. So the other thing is,
that's cool.
The Adrian Brody one, Predators.
Yeah.
Doesn't that one also have one where doesn't a smaller one get like crucified or something?
Yeah. But he is like designed after the original like Jungle Hunter, to where he's still significantly bigger than like Adrian Brody and stuff like that. But I think what Robert Rodriguez was trying to do is show like the difference in size between like the regular Yautjas and then like the Bad Bloods. But yeah, that one had the same like design as like the Jungle Hunter from like the original.
And you are right. When they're inexperienced, they're referred to as younglings as well. I had to look it up. It bothered me.
Well, it's good you're reading about this stuff, Aaron. I'd hate for you to be ignorant and making comments about it.
I know. I had to prove that I actually do know how to read.
I do like in the beginning that they start out with the original Predator like theme, like the little. I'm so musically ignorant. It's not bongos, but it's like guys background.
I think you survived.
Right there, yes. Yeah. You know what this movie could use, actually? Okay, it's a coming-of-age tale. Go with me here. I think it could use Sebastian from The Little Mermaid.
Sebastian?
Yeah. Periodically.
Under the sea.
Singing, it's like,
maybe.
Darling is better, down wet, wetter, take it from me. You know?
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
those lyrics sound suspect, but
No. Perfectly fine. It fits perfectly. Hopefully at one point the Yautja is on like a little, John boat and, in a water setting and debating on whether or not to kiss a prince,
yeah, they could do a crossover.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And fortunately, Disney owns both properties. So there you go.
Do they?
Yeah. They bought out 20th Century Fox. So if you let that play, you'll see it's 20th Century Productions Studios. 20th Century Studios. Yes.
Yeah, that's right. I guess I didn't pay attention to that.
Yep. So, I mean, I don't know. Do they need an idea man in Disney?
All right. Well, I guess to wrap up the conversation on this trailer, I mean, looks interesting, right?
What were we talking about again?
Yeah.
Nick confused me.
I just hope there's enough Disney musical numbers in it, okay, to really keep my attention. Because if there isn't, it's fucking bullshit.